What's up, you guys? So today I want to talk a little bit about Quincy Jones's interview that he had with Vulture, and just spill the tea, telling a little bit too much. But a lot of the things that were said were actually common knowledge in Hollywood. If you are someone that may know people that worked in Hollywood at that time, or whatever the case is, I had a grandmother that was a housekeeper. She had a lot of tea, a lot of tea on different things, but it really didn't register in my mind as something important to me because I didn't have any proof. So you just hear stories and you're just like, okay, man, it didn't apply to me at that time. So it really didn't affect my opinion about these people because I wasn't like in the era of that at all. So it really didn't register in my mind as something that I needed to like keep up with, I guess. So what happened in the interview is that Quincy Jones, was out there basically telling all the tea, basically stating that Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye, Marlon Brando are all actually homosexual. But what a lot of people don't know is that in that time, there was a lot of people, excuse me guys, I'm driving, there was a lot of people that were, basically the type that, would have sex with pretty much anyone in the room. Let's just be real. And if you are a child, please turn off this video. I did put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video. If you're a child, please don't watch this. It's not for people under the age of 18. You got to be definitely mature enough to watch this. So I'm not going to really get too deep into all of that because I wasn't there, obviously. I wasn't in the room. But at this point, there was a lot going on with that. Also, that something that kind of bothered me a little bit was that Michael Jackson was, a lot of these things that are said for some of these people, they're deceased now. So Richard Pryor's not around to comment, but he did mention that in his time he was okay with being with people that were not just women. So that's something that we have to really think about as well. A lot of people were not women and, they chose to be with other people. That's their prerogative. We can not comment on that. But he was telling a lot of information. And, one thing he didn't speak on was the things other people have said about him. Like Tupac said, back in the day, that Quincy Jones tried to have sex with him, which I thought was really strange, being that he was with his daughter. It would be a real weird situation sitting at the table with somebody that wanted to have sex with you, but is your father-in-law. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not here to talk about family dynamics, whatever. Who knows? It probably happened before she met him. But, he had a lot of, a lot of tea to spill. But a lot of people are getting the interview misunderstood. Now, let's just be honest. Though, when you watch an interview, you always watch the juicy parts are always the parts that everybody wants to talk about. But there were parts that, he was actually on other interviews at the same time where he was discussing, different things about music now. And the other things that I'm more interested in was that the way he looks at music nowadays. And he was talking about actually, before I get into that, he did talk about Michael Jackson stealing songs and being greedy. And he did mention that Billie Jean was a song that originally Donna Summers had written and that he had taken it. Now, I'm not trying to judge Michael Jackson because he is not here to defend himself, and may he rest in peace. He was an amazing artist. I think that I don't know him as a person. If all is well, all is true with some of the things and statements that have been made. If he had a problem with pills and different things like that, it's too bad that when you're famous or when you're, that type of fame, happens to you, people don't want to tell you no. And that's just the real thing. And then when you die, people are like, oh, they speak on it because they really feel bad about it. Because really, at the end of the day, as a man and as a woman and as human beings, we have a choice to not do something or do it. So that's the thing about Michael Jackson's situation. But let me go ahead and let you guys take a break. I will come back with some updated news on the rest of what's been going on this week, including the new woman of interest, which her last name is McDougal, and she's a former playmate of Donald Trump. So playing playmate in more than one ways. But my name is DJ Harmony, and you're listening to Ear to the Streets, and you should hear me daily at 6 p.m. as I talk about the updated news every day, 5 days a week. And then on the weekends, I do one show that's basically, a live stream in studio, where I talk about different things and, discuss or even interview some independent artists. So coming up soon, I'll be doing an interview with Lady Micheal. And thank you so much for tuning in to RadioTubeTVLive.com. I'm at my little trailer, so I'm going to get out right now. Thank you for tuning in.